I'm Sojo Alex with Envision Strategies. Today I have with me Ben Perlman from St. Louis University. Ben, I'm so grateful that you're here with us to share a little bit of wisdom
Yes.
about auxiliary service. Can you tell me a little bit about your program before I get into the question that I have for you?
Sure. So St. Louis University is a Catholic Jesuit institution, about 15,000 students in downtown St. Louis, highly urban, like 50-50 grad, undergrad, 12 different colleges, aviation, engineering, and all the health things, nursing and medicine and all that kind of stuff.
What about your dining program?
We're contracted.
Okay.
We have a single board location to serve 4,000 residential beds.
Wow.
And I think, as I say, about 16 retail locations, 2 C-stores, a pretty decent vending practice, and campus bookstore, and things like that.
That's great. So one of the questions I had for you is like, what is one piece of advice you'd give it to someone in, auxiliary services, right? Someone who's trying to justify like a major investment or a change to their administration.
Yeah, I mean, I think for most institutions, I think there's some exceptions for land grant, flagship, or highly selective schools. It's about retention, right? So to me, we draw the line from retention to belonging between students, and belonging in sense of affinity, I guess I would say, to the institution. To me, investment in auxiliaries, particularly where you can build community, dining, residence halls, student centers, and hopefully hybrids of those things, are where you can get the most bang for your buck, because at a place like SLU and at a lot of places, students don't leave SLU because they're not getting good grades. We have exceptional students. They do really well. They're going to be, satellite engineers and pilots and nurses and doctors. They leave because they don't feel like they're part of a community, or they don't feel like SLU is a place for them. So to me, dining, particularly feeling like you're seen, right? Dining is part of how we validate students' identity. A diverse food path, dietary needs being met. And if the facility investment, the equipment investment, the people investment aren't there, then we're not going to make students feel like they belong, which means they're not going to retain. And given where demographics are right now, that's a key strategic issue for us. So,
do you, as far as your campus goes, are you seeing a change in enrollment? Is it growing? Is it pretty steady?
Our goal is steady.
Okay.
We are mostly meeting our goals on the undergraduate side.
Right.
We're fortunate. A lot of schools are struggling more. I think on the graduate student side, we've seen highs and lows. Before the pandemic, traditionally speaking, like on international graduate students, we would see like 200 students a year.
Wow.
Then in 2022, when I came to SLU, we had 1,200 new international grad students.
Wow.
And this year we had 100. So
Right.
It's sort of all over the place. So that's changing rapidly. And then with AI, we are having to get more aerodynamic, flexible with our programs, because, for instance, we've seen graduate programs in computer science really tank, but students want to be in AI studies. We have a huge intelligence studies program that's AI based. So that's skyrocketing up. And so you have to recruit faculty and infrastructure to build those programs, because students they don't want to be programmers anymore. They want to learn about AI.
AI. Are you, because we just talked about, any major investment or any change in, are you seeing any big investment coming up within auxiliary services for you, like either housing or dining or any of that stuff?
Yeah, so we're currently doing sort of a campus life facilities master plan. So kind of a hybrid between housing, student center, which I would say includes most of our dining. I think I definitely had a chickpea in my mouth. Recreation too, which is not in my area, but we're very closely related. We have a lot of our spaces go over the last few years, so we're trying to figure out, no matter what the dollar we have to spend in the next 5 years, how can we spend it the most wisely?
Right. Okay.
And a lot of that was started with the program review that Envision, did for us, to say, here are the gaps. Here's where the benchmarking doesn't make sense. How do we close these gaps?
Great. Well, this was fantastic, Ben. Thank you for the wisdom that you've given us today. So I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Right.